All right, let's kick off another deep dive. Today, we're heading into the world of real estate, specifically a pretty fascinating project on Staten Island.
Oh, interesting. Staten Island, you say?
Yep. It's called the Cole Street Development.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this, 16 acres on the South Shore, transformed into 53 beautiful private homes.
53 homes. That's quite a development.
It is. But what's really caught our eye is the company behind it, Vertus Asset Management.
Vertus Asset Management, huh?
Right. They have this really unique approach to real estate investment. And we've got a whole bunch of info here, like their strategy, their team, some standout projects they've done, even their take on AI, believe it or not.
AI in real estate. Now, that's something I'm curious about.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that. But first things first, I got to say, what really struck me about Cole Street is, it wasn't just about building houses. It was revitalizing the whole area.
You're right. That's impressive. From what I've read, they took a piece of land that needed, environmental cleanup, worked with the NYS Brownfield program, and turned it into this thriving community. That's sustainable development in action.
Exactly. And that's just one example of what they do. They focus on finding these, what they call well-located, undervalued assets, basically properties with hidden potential.
So they're spotting diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, exactly. And then they use their expertise in development and redevelopment to, bring out that value, generate strong returns for their investors.
Makes sense. But they don't just stop at buying and selling, right? I was reading about their turnkey experience for partners, handling everything from acquisition and design all the way to construction and property management.
Oh, yeah. It's like having a one-stop shop for all your real estate needs.
Yeah.
Takes the pressure off their partners so they can focus on, their own thing.
I can see how that would be appealing, especially for maybe investors who are new to real estate or just don't want the hassle.
For sure. And that level of service probably contributes to, their loyal following of investors.
I'd imagine so.
So let's talk about the people behind this whole operation. Vertus's leadership team, they've got over 50 years combined in real estate development and finance.
50 years. Wow, they're not messing around.
Yeah, no kidding. We're talking about Andrew Gonchar. He had a successful 25-year career in finance before this. Then there's Guy Panisi, used to be a hedge fund trader, and Edward Rice, who brings his experience as owner of American Home Building and Masonry.
That's an interesting mix. You've got the financial smarts, the market insights, and actual hands-on construction experience all in one team.
It's like they've thought of everything.
Definitely seems that way. Speaking of having all bases covered, didn't you mention something about a construction subsidiary?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Yeah, that's their secret weapon, kind of.
Yeah.
American Home Building and Masonry.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Having their own construction company means they have, direct control over timelines, quality, everything built to their standards.
Absolutely. Plus, it probably minimizes risks, maybe even saves some costs, which is good for their investors.
Smart move. That level of vertical integration, you could say, probably contributes to their, seamless project execution.
No doubt about it. But here's where things get even more interesting. They're not just sticking to traditional methods. Vertus is also diving into the world of, get this, artificial intelligence.
Whoa, AI. Now that's forward thinking. I mean, I know AI is changing a lot of industries, but real estate, I'm curious to see how they're using it.
Me too. And they've partnered with this company called Helexeon. They specialize in AI automation and business strategy consulting.
Huh. That's quite the pairing. It's like old school meets high tech.
Right. And who knows what kind of impact that could have.
Yeah, this really has me intrigued. How do you even bring AI into something as tangible as real estate?
Right. It seems like such a hands-on industry.
It does. But when you think about it, there's a ton of data involved in real estate, right? Market trends, property values, all that stuff.
That's true. I guess I never really thought about it like that.
And that's where AI comes in. It can process and analyze that data in ways that humans just, can't.
So, giving them a superpower.
In a way, yeah. Helexeon, they're not just applying some off-the-shelf AI solution. They're working directly with Vertus, understanding their specific needs and challenges, then building custom algorithms to address those.
So it's like a tailored suit, but for their business.
Exactly. So instead of relying on gut feeling or intuition, Vertus can make decisions based on, hard data and analysis.
Okay, I'm starting to see the potential here. But can you give me a real world example? How would AI actually change the way they work?
Sure. Let's take due diligence, for example. Traditionally, that means spending hours, days even, going through mountains of paperwork for each property.
Yeah, the paperwork. Not the most exciting part.
Definitely not. But with AI, you can automate a lot of that. Algorithms can scan those documents, pull out the key info, even flag potential risks or opportunities, all in a fraction of the time.
That sounds amazing. Think of all the time they'd save.
And time is money, especially in real estate. But it goes beyond due diligence. AI can also help with, like, analyzing market trends, spotting up-and-coming neighborhoods, even predicting future property values.
So they could find those hidden gems, those investment opportunities that others might miss.
Exactly. They'd have this, like, data-driven edge. Plus, AI can help them optimize their whole portfolio, balancing risk and reward to get the best returns for their investors.
Now, that's impressive. But I got to ask, what kind of data are we talking about here? Like, what's feeding these AI systems?
It's a whole mix of stuff. Property records, market data, demographics, even social media sentiment, what people are saying online about certain areas.
Wow, they're leaving no stone unturned.
It's all about getting a complete picture of a property, its potential, its risks, everything.
It's like having a crystal ball, but for real estate.
Sort of. But it's important to remember AI is just a tool. It's only as good as the data it's given and the people interpreting the results.
Right, so Vertus's expertise is still crucial, even with AI in the mix.
Absolutely. AI can augment human intelligence, but it can't replace it entirely.
All right, so we've been talking about Vertus Asset Management, their unique approach, and their pretty groundbreaking exploration of AI in real estate.
Yeah, they're really pushing the boundaries, which makes you wonder, what could this mean for the whole industry?
That's a great question, and it's something we definitely wanted to explore in this deep dive.
Like, if Vertus can use AI to, let's say, speed up due diligence, find hidden opportunities, optimize their portfolio, wouldn't other companies have to follow suit just to stay competitive?
It seems inevitable, right? I mean, if one company's getting a clear advantage.
Yeah, it's like, imagine a world where real estate deals happen faster, valuations are more accurate, maybe even like new investment products pop up that are tailored to, specific needs.
It's almost like AI could democratize the market in a way, make it more accessible.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But we also have to remember, technology, it's a tool. And every tool can be used in different ways.
Right. There are always two sides to the coin. Are there potential downsides to all this?
Definitely. One concern is, AI could actually make existing inequalities worse.
Oh, how so?
Well, if the algorithms are trained on biased data, they could just end up perpetuating those biases, in things like lending or property valuations.
That's a really important point. It's not just about the tech itself. It's about who's developing it, how it's being used.
Exactly. Responsible AI. That's the key here, making sure these systems are fair and benefit everyone.
And I guess that's where a company's values come into play, right? Like with Vertus, their focus on sustainable development, community revitalization, that suggests they're thinking about these ethical implications.
It does. It seems like they're not just chasing profits. They're thinking about the bigger picture, the impact on people and communities.
That's encouraging to see. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Vertus Asset Management and their AI-powered journey, I think the big question is, what role should technology play in the future of real estate?
Right. And how can we make sure it benefits everyone, not just a select few? Those are the conversations we need to be having.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but hopefully this deep dive has given you some food for thought. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and we'll see you on the next one.